of the road for kidnapped Kingpin gang members terrorizing Port Harcourt residents. It was the end of the road for Kìđńâppíńģ, a kidnapped Kingpin who has been in the business of kidnapping for ransom since 2009. Did I hear 2009? These guys has been doing this and nobody seems to see them or get them arrested. How are they doing it? How are they coordinating these activities that has brought fears, tension into people's hearts? You are at home, you are afraid. You are on the road, you are afraid. You are anywhere, you are afraid because some people are just after you to get you kidnapped. This arrest, hope it will bring about information to the intelligence and our security to know how they operate and how this can be stopped. Otherwise, the tension may not stop among the citizens. The suspect who has been in and out of prison has been terrorizing residents of Port Harcourt, the River State capital, for some time now. Edison, a native of Emoha in River State, was among the escapees when government attacked the Imo State prison in Owerri. Upon his escape from prison, Edison went back to his old trade, kidnapping. What are they showing them or what are they teaching them? Are there no reform system in our prison? How can somebody be in prison and after getting out by whatever means we still go back to the same trade? What are they really showing them? Are they going there to become more hardened, or they go there to be reformed and come back as special citizens? That's another angle that the government needs to look into. How are they handling them when they are there? And what have they been exposed to? Who is speaking to them? The psychologists that will get to speak with these guys to change their mind, because most of the time it is the thinking and the gang that they belong to that really brings them back to this crime. Shortly after his escape from the Imo State prison, he connected with his gang members, kidnapped several persons, and collected huge sums of money from their relatives as ransom before releasing them. Edison and his gang members met their Waterloo after they kidnapped a young lady who deals in jewelry in front of her shop located behind Shell Petroleum at Lumodara, in the Biakpo local government area of River State. The kidnappers, armed with AK-47 rifles, came under the guise of buying gold, imagine, from her, and forced her into their Lexus car and drove away to an unknown destination. And there no people around. Was she alone in the business, in the office, or in the business premises? The fear. And will anybody see AK-47 and even talk? And took her to an unknown destination. After successfully kidnapping her, they took her into an uncompleted building in one of the forests in the state and kept her for 4 days. This is why people are demanding that forest guards should be brought back and be equipped and empowered. Most of these activities, criminal activities, take place in the forest. We hear of Sambisa forest, we hear of Sobo forest, everywhere this kidnapper operates from. Our forest should be properly guided, whatever they need to deploy there. I think it is better for the government to start doing. And any forest they locate any building, honestly, it should be pulled down, because building in the forest does not connote anything other than for criminal activity. She was released from their custody after her relatives paid a whopping 1.5 million naira as ransom. Imagine making 1.5 million one person. They get 10 in a month. That's over 10 million. Wow. This is something else. Upon her release from custody, the victim reported the matter to the police authority, who deployed operatives of the intelligence response team, IRT, in the area to go after them. The intelligence response team operatives swung into action and arrested the suspect few days later through credible intelligence. That is kudos to them for getting this done. Edison was arrested alongside his gang members namely Chima Nwankwo, 31, from Osisioma in Ngwa local government area of Abia State, Stanley Chunyewere, 35, from Isialambano local government area of Imo State, Justice Enna, 18. Imagine an 18-year-old boy being part of this gang, all because of money, from Ogoni local government area of River State, while 2 other members are on the run. During interrogation, the suspect confessed that it was one Okechukwu Nwankwo who linked him and one Sonny to do the kidnapping job for him. Imagine, it's not even a contract job, but they will contract you to do work that you know is evil, and at the end of the day, you go ahead to execute it. Sonny and Nwankwo are still at large. The suspect in this interview told of how he has been a kidnapper for over 2 decades. He said that he has been to prison for kidnapping twice and escaped from over the prison after government attacked the facility and forced them to run for their dear lives. Hear him. My name is Okechukwu Edison. I am from River State. I am into cement business and industrial cleaning since 2005. I'm also a kidnapper. See the disguise, doing a business and still running kidnapping network. I got into prison through a friend. I was drinking with friends when police swooped on us in 2009 in a case of kidnapping. It did get hardened from 2009 in that business was incorporated into it, and I went into prison. I escaped from prison because airport people said if we don't run, they will kill us. We were inside the prison sleeping in the night. We had gunshot and we didn't know the people, so they came in. They were pushing everybody outside. The ones that refused to come out, they shot them. So due to the fear, I had to come out and follow people that were going out. When I escaped, I went to my house and never went back to prison. After my escape, I went into drinking joints. I was arrested for kidnapping. After one Sonny, whom I met at the drinking joint, told me about kidnapping, and he told me he has one gun. When we exchanged number from there, we started communicating. We got talking, and one day we met again, and he showed me the gun in the car. He asked me to come. I've never engaged in robbery before. When I got in the car, we started driving around Port Harcourt looking for a target, and that was how we saw the woman sitting in front of our shop along the road. So we kidnapped the woman, and we took her to our base and kept her there. There are gang members who were in custody. We kept people with her to make sure she doesn't escape, while the rest of us will go out. We also have a standby driver who we normally call whenever we have an emergency for him to drop our victim. And we share the money. I got 350,000 naira. Imagine, when would this criminal activity stop in this country? Even with all the ransom they are getting paid, they seem not to want to leave these criminal activities. But what is your take on this? How should people be guided on how they stay in their business premises? Should everybody have a CCTV camera in their business premises to record all their daily activities? Will that stop even criminals from kidnapping people within a society? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and be blessed.